Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit says public sector is critical to economic development, new variety of bananas to be introduced to Dominica, and FCCA brings Christmas cheer to Dominican children. Thank you for joining us on National Focus. I'm Shaakira Pierre.
And I'm Kerdisha St. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
Child abuse is unacceptable. Child abuse is not cultural, it is criminal. And one child abuse is one too many.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Welcome back. Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit has highlighted the importance of the public sector to globalization and small island developing states for the growth and development of the economy. The Dominica leader, in his address at the 2016 Public Service Awards ceremony last week, conveyed that this year's theme speaks to the numerous challenges which Dominica faces as a small island developing state, particularly post-Tropical Storm Erica. This year's Public Service Day theme was Embracing the Challenge, Rethink, Rebuild, Transform. Honorable Skerrit stated that government recognizes the hard work and creativity of public officers in the rebuilding and transforming of communities to become more resilient.
The trough system, which created further damage to the roads in some of our communities, creating hazards to commuters. The threat is real, and we must be prepared as a small nation for the effects of climate change. The public service therefore plays a critical role in ensuring that the proper systems are in place to strengthen our preparation and response mechanisms to natural events. In this competitive global arena, our small size and vulnerabilities are no longer considered to be primary factors for preferential treatment, nor are they sufficient to cushion us from the harsh realities of globalization and trade liberalization.
The Prime Minister noted that with a shift in public expectations, service providers are required to deliver in a more timely, transparent and courteous manner. He also acknowledged that productivity within the public sector is highly dependent on government's ability to provide adequate resources to implement and sustain targeted programs and services.
The public sector can boast of having the most qualified workforce and leads the way in new innovations and technologies. However, you will appreciate that there is need for higher levels of efficiency in the use of scarce resources and greater commitment and dedication of public officers to respond appropriately to the increased demand for service. The challenge, the changing context and the sheer scale and complexity of work in government calls for greater collaboration, coherence and teamwork among all sectors. And each sector's contribution can only be as good as its people.
The nation's leader called on public servants to identify and implement new responses and strategies to combat the likely impacts of globalization on the island's economy.
We'll all accept that work in the public service will increasingly become more regional and international. The imperatives of the CSMA, for example, will pose major challenges for the public service as more pressure is being placed on government to address issues such as changing relationships among member states, offsetting of the balance of skilled manpower within states, and the composition of civil society as a whole. However, issues of sovereignty remain prominent on this agenda and will require our collective knowledge, skills, and energies to bring about the necessary changes in our governance structures.
The Honorable Prime Minister pledged government's commitment to build a strong economy on sound financial decisions, recognizing the connection between government and its valued employees.
And once again, the Dominican Infirmary hosts Residents Awareness Week, this time doing things with a different spin. GIS's Lorian Graham Carter visited the infirmary to get the scoop on the week of activities.
The director of the Dominica Infirmary, Ms. Annie St. Luce, is going to tell us what are some of the activities leading up to the 11th of December for Infirmary Week activities.
Okay, well, Residents Awareness Week took off this week from Sunday last week, which was the 4th of December, with a mass, a church service celebrated here at our chapel at the Dominica Infirmary, and it was celebrated by His Lordship the Bishop Gabriel Malze. We, on Monday morning, held a press conference to sensitize the public as to what is going on at the Dominica Infirmary, what Residents Awareness Week is all about, and how they can have an input in our activities here at the infirmary. We also had an official opening address by the President, His Excellency the President, Charles Savre, on Monday. On Tuesday, which was last night,
yes.
It actually feels like it's been quite a long time, but on Tuesday we had a residents' entertainment night, and we had a wonderful evening with Ophelia Olivache Marie, Lady of Song.
Oh, wow.
We had with us Daddy Chess and Tasha P. with our residents here from 6 in the evening until maybe after 8 in the night. And for the residents, it was quite a feat because they don't normally stay out of the beds at that late. For them, it was late. And they had fun. They danced. They were really into the calypso, and it was great. This evening, we're having our recognition awards night, and what we're doing this for is to say thank you to people who have been contributing, or organizations, businesses who have been contributing to the Dominica Infirmary over the years, and even so some of our recent donors as well, to say thank you to them from 7 o'clock this evening. On Friday afternoon from about 12, we will be hosting a fundraising barbecue right here at the Dominica Infirmary.
Wow.
And this will culminate with a radiothon on Sunday afternoon, which is Sunday the 11th. We will be based at the DBS radio station, but will be carried live on the other radio stations like Kyrie, until from 2:30 to 4:30 on Sunday afternoon.
Well, you guys are really busy, and you're keeping the elders very busy. I see a lot of them are observing the setup going on here for the recognition ceremony.
Yes.
What is the theme for this week?
Well, we did not select a specific theme. We left it at Residents Awareness. We kind of getting, not just informing people of what's going on at the infirmary, but exposing the residents themselves to other scenes, other activities. And so we decided that we have not given it a specific theme. We just have it broad and not focus specifically on one area.
Okay, well, that's good. Well, I hope that the rest of the Dominican public can come and, accompany the 84 residents here at the Dominica Infirmary. Thank you very much, Ms. St. Luce.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Lurian. In more news, a new variety of banana will soon be introduced to Dominica. That's according to representative of the Caribbean Agriculture Research and Development Institute, CARDI, Dr. Gregory Robin. Speaking at a research results dissemination seminar which formed part of CARDI Day activities on Monday, Robin says based on testing, the FIA 23 variety of banana was found to be the most liked.
In St. Vincent, we focus on the ripe bananas. So we took them through a process of enforced ripening, which is similar to what they do for export. And we actually found that the FIA 17 was the most accepted by the consumers. All right. The most disliked was the FIA 3, which is very acidic in taste. In Dominica, they did test, but they did test using the banana as a vegetable. 18 and 21 were the most suitable types for vegetable consumption.
Dr. Robin believes that banana is still a crop that generates much interest from both policymakers and the Ministry of Agriculture. He hopes the research will support an industry that still has a vital role to play in small farmer agriculture and export, hence the reason for fine-tuning the project.
The project has been extended to accommodate the fine-tuning of the results we have. to complete the epidemiology of disease, and to continue the organoleptic tests to ensure that we can select out for the consuming public the right varieties.
Robin hopes that the new crops will be well received.
The activities that are going to be reported on, there's a support for through the Taro project, which is going to be continued for another year. All right, so we can actually concentrate on doing some of the crosses to see if we can get genotypes to support our commercial export trade. And I think Dexter will be very interested in that. There's one particular variety in St. Vincent which has been tested in Trinidad, and the consumers really like it, both in St. Vincent and Trinidad. I'm sure it will be liked here.
You're watching National Focus. Some more when we return.
I had a bleeding disorder that I did not know about, and they had to be transfusing me continuously. I got 56 units.
Being there at the blood bank, I was like, yo, I'm actually saving someone's life.
You never know when you can go.
Give blood. I have done it, and believe it or not, it don't hurt.
I won't be scared. I'll give. You know you're gonna give blood. I'll make sure she does.
Sit down at the blood bank in a comfortable environment for 45 minutes.
Helping people.
You are stimulating your body to make brand new cells.
You get free cookies, you get juice.
Glad to know your blood group. Feels good.
I felt as a better person.
It's a good thing to be alive, and I can thank God that I'm there and I'm enjoying life.
Thanks for staying with us. The Florida Caribbean Cruise Association, FCCA, brought Christmas cheer by donating gifts to over 200 children under the Dominica Children Federation on Wednesday. The holiday gift program was designed to reach out to FCCA's partners in the Caribbean by providing holiday gifts to underprivileged children in foster homes or institutions where holiday gifts would not ordinarily be possible. Dominica has benefited from this program for over 20 years. The gift items were brought by the crew personnel of the MV Celebrity Summit, which berthed at the Rosa cruise ship berth on Wednesday. The Honorable Minister for Tourism, Senator Robert Tongue, thanked the crew for their gesture.
On behalf of the government and the people of Dominica, we really want to say thank you to the Florida Caribbean Cruise Association for making this wonderful gesture to the people of Dominica, and not only the Dominica, but the people of the Caribbean. Over 15 islands benefit from this program. And we want to say, again, special thanks to Michelle Page, who is the CEO of the FCCA, which we have a very good relationship with. We want to thank them for putting this event together, to thank the staff and crew of Celebrity Cruises for taking time off to deliver all of these goods to Dominica today.
Coordinator of the West Dominica Children's Federation, Beverly Barron, also expressed gratitude.
We want to thank Discover Dominica, HHV Church, DASPA, and especially the FCCA for making this activity continue from year to year. We hope to see them again next year. We want to thank all the teachers who have brought the children here. We want to say that those children here, they may not even get another gift for the season. So this gift means a lot to them.
The Discover Dominica Authority and the Ministry of Tourism thank the FCCA for their continued efforts in bringing holiday cheer to underprivileged children throughout the Caribbean and pledge continued support to this program and others in the future.
In more news, Public Awareness Officer at the Environmental Coordinating Unit and President of the National Youth Council, Senator Josiah Benoit, believes some of the challenges brought about by climate change present entrepreneurship opportunities for young persons in Dominica. He was speaking at the opening ceremony of the Green Tech Startup Bootcamp for entrepreneurs last week. The Green Tech Startup Bootcamp was an initiative of the Caribbean Climate Innovation Center, where entrepreneurs in Dominica got the opportunity to develop and pitch their business ideas to facilitators of the Green Tech Business Startup Venture. Green technology is a technology aimed at mitigating or reversing the effects of human activity on the environment. Benoit says a lot of the changes to the climate are directly related to practices of mankind. However, entrepreneurs can see this as a golden opportunity for business ideas while helping to mitigate the effects of climate change and developing the island's economy. He suggested that the high amount of organic waste matter generated in Dominica be seen as an opportunity by entrepreneurs to decrease the import of plant fertilizers.
In terms of our capacity, in terms of waste management, how clean the city is, our sanitary engineers, how equipped are they, and what opportunities exist in that area for entrepreneurs. Those of you that were at the Idea Generation session would have recalled Mr. Jacob pointing out that 45%, unfortunately, 45% of the waste that makes its way to our landfill is organic matter. And because of that reason, we see ourselves having to import so many fertilizers, so many different types of fertilizers from all countries across the world to replace that lack of nutrient in the soil. This 45% of organic matter represents the opportunity for us to begin to address this issue. It also represents an opportunity for expanded employment in the Commonwealth of Dominica.
Benoit also recommended how entrepreneurs can assist Dominicans in becoming more energy efficient, thus increasing profit margins while protecting the environment.
The same can be said with respect to energy. Many companies complain of the high cost of energy, but when you take a deeper look at it, if we are more energy efficient, it can improve our profit margins. We need, therefore, for our entrepreneurs to develop applications that can help with energy auditing. And so we can share these sort of applications to the hotels across Dominica, to the guest houses across Dominica, so that a restaurateur, a hotelier, can simply use an application to assess whether or not they are really reducing their carbon footprint and make that savings that they need to be able to create the new job for that young person in the community.
He says the change in climate has created many challenges for the development of Dominica, but believes it is important to seek out entrepreneurship endeavors amidst the challenges.
Those changes are taking place in a way that is having an effect, a more adverse effect on human societies around the world. Of course, impacting our development in terms of economics, our ability to survive as human beings. And so, this has presented us with many challenges in terms of energy. It's so difficult to produce and to meet the energy needs of our population. That affects our tourism sector. It affects our transportation sector and also affects employment in the country. Now, it's not always easy for citizens in the country to identify with those challenges. It's not always easy for the entrepreneurs in the country to identify the opportunities that they present. And that's why it's very important that we are taking this approach of bringing the entrepreneurs in Dominica, in St. Lucia, across the Caribbean, in contact with the technical experts.
To assist in the development of the green tech startup ideas, prizes were given at the end of the training to participants with top ideas. The first prize was US $1,000, second prize US $500, and third prize US $250. The Green Tech Bootcamp was facilitated through the National Development Foundation of Dominica. The Youth Development Division invites applications from young men and women 16 to 35 years old wishing to pursue training under the Youth Skills Training Program in computer literacy at Portsmouth, Wesley, Castle Bruce, Roseau, Granby, and St. Joseph, esthetician and makeup artist in manicure and pedicure in Roseau, and garment manufacturing in Portsmouth. Application forms can be obtained at the Youth Development Division on 3 Charles Avenue, Goodwill, or from district youth officers. Application forms should reach the office no later than Friday, 16 December 2016. The Youth Development Division invites the general public to its Youth Skills Training Program Open Day activity on Thursday, 8 December 2016 between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. The public and prospective employers are encouraged to visit and interact with the instructors and trainees and witness demonstrations of the skills acquired by the youth in computer literacy training in Roseau, St. Joseph, Granby, Wesley, Portsmouth and Cassie Bruce Youth Centers, construction at the Marigot Youth Center, sewing at the Roseau Youth Enterprise Center, hairstyling at the Lapland Village Council Office, woodwork at the Dominica State Prison, and life skills program at the Marigot and Roseau Youth Centers.
The 17th inaugural meeting of the Benz, Ansdime and Soldat Village Council was scheduled to take place on December 7, 2016 at 4:30 p.m. at the Benz Primary School. Due to unforeseen circumstances, the ceremony will take place on a Thursday, December 8, 2016 at the Benz Primary School at 4:30 p.m. Please be guiding accordingly, and all inconvenience caused is deeply regretted. And that's news. Mc Pherson St. Luce is next with Creole Highlights.
Protection from abuse is every child's right. Everyone has a shared responsibility in protecting the child from abuse.
Mothers, believe your children when they say they've been abused, and follow through with child abuse cases when they've been reported.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Allô tout le monde, bienvenue à ce nouvel créole. Non, moi, c'est Mc Pherson St. Luce. Premièrement, Dominic est bien représenté en gros meeting par qui prend place en Washington. Ministre de Santé, Honorable Dr. Kenneth Darrow, représentait Dominic en meeting salam.
So Dominic en route pour recevoir un salam, mais ça nous casse pour recevoir validation actuellement, parce qu'il n'y a plus qu'il 10 années, c'est des démonstrations de plus qu'il 10 années que nous pouvons connaître PS transmission. Ou da maman qui HIV positif pour passer hot enfants, so c'est bonne nouvelle pour nous. So oui, nous so ça qu'a dit Noël, oui, nous still pour développer comme pays là ils prétendent pour relates pour health, pour santé, mais nous pas dernier en la terre.
Sinon, ministre Darrow, Dominic a espéré validation hot paro.
In Washington, c'était 55th Governing Council, tous ces pays qui m'ont parlé, ça c'est Pan American Foundation, c'est Amérique, avec Caribbean, avec Latin America. Visiter, c'est pas un Jack qui fait là, c'est usual meeting là tout pays qui a battu report qui a fait un pays, c'est as it pertains pour conditions pour santé en pays. Nous parlons quand il y a une review, ça qui fait un année passée là, of course, issue comme budget avec tout ces bêtises ça là. Mais on s'est bêté qui nous célébrons un meeting ça là, c'était ça nous a pris que whole region power que nous officiellement nous free hot measles. Avec des pays receive certificate validation ça nous a pris Cuba par exemple, Cuba receive validation pour que you need zero more than the child transmission of HIV pour last 10 years là this année.
En autre nouvelle, un officier qui a travaillé et puis management volcan Hot Montserrat arrivé en pays à si on visite 4 jours. Dr. Adam Stinton ici pour une évaluation Boiling Lake qui expérience problèmes manière ici supposé fonctionner comme normal. Département management des arts en collaboration et puis département forêt qui continue monitor activité l'excellent et puis yo ka aviser public là pour garde visiter l'occasion là. Information montre que l'éclat ka virer normal ou la level de l'eau ka monter et puis chalet ka sorti à dingue. Une détermination qui faite plus tard semaine ça là. En autre nouvelle, Dominique on fois encore bénéficié d'un cadeau de Noël qui FCCA a fait tous les années bas étudiants à Dominique. Officier bateau MV Celebrity, t'es en l'occasion Public Service Union Jodéa, on a séparé cadeau Noël bas ces enfants-là. Quand même si le chef d'ASPA Benoît Badwell, il a bien plaisir pour l'initiative Salam, bagaille qui a bénéficié l'industrie touriste là.
Ce qui fait Jodéa, c'est FCCA. Chaque année, il y a un cadeau pour ces petits-enfants. Les bateaux à vin, FCCA a fait ça pour ces enfants qui partent cadeau. Je dis plus ensemble, presque ensemble, au l'école là, il y a trouvé un cadeau de Celebrity Cruise Lines. Et ça, c'est bon pour nous parce que il aura changé nous chaque année pour mener ces cadeaux à ces enfants. Vous savez, c'est bateau qui viennent Dominique, il ramène un business Dominique, il ramène passagers et ces passagers qui dépensé l'argent en Dominique. So, nous sommes bien contents de faire ça pour joyer pour ces enfants.
Est-ce qu'il a fait ça plaisir?
Ah ouais, nous plaisir parce que il a fait manœuvre pour ouais, contre ces enfants qui patinent en cadeau, qui trouvé cadeau pour ces ans.
Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelles en créole pour à présent. Non, moi c'est Mc Pherson St. Luce. Au revoir.
Coming up next, your tip of the day. Here are some tips on how to care for the elderly. Establish a routine. There are no hard and fast rules for caring for the elderly. Often, you have to think on your feet and take every day as it comes.
Establishing a bond with the elderly person in your care. Routines are a very powerful tool to use when you are trying to establish a bond with the person you are looking after. Bonds are important because a relationship based on trust and warmth is likely to be a successful union.
And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm.
Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel.
Live streaming is also available on our YouTube channel 24 hours a day. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Kerdisha St.
And I'm Shaakira Pierre. Thanks for watching and join us again next time on National Focus.